Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. Set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch QB draw.
Off play action. Kramer. He'll find driver here. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Complete to number 19. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the screen. 5.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Exit. Put up.
Looking to throw. Kramer. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 outlaw. 45 to Mike. Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch that.
2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramirez. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Black 22. Check back 21. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. Watch the out. Watch the out. Where we go?
On 2nd and 12, Winston, a screen to Bell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Blue lady. Line 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 50, mark 50, mark 50. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Ogbah able to him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play up. The first quarter.
Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Let's go, man.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go now. 30 base. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Clear. 5.
Back to throw. Kramer. That one complete to Driver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Kramer. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Kramer. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Starr. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Starr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Back to throw. Starr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they have forced another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Protein spill. Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun. Starr. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Lions 10. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
At the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kramer is going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Well, big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Starr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Starr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Starr, he's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on first down. Kramer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Check. Watch the twitch. Watch the turn. Hard. Now.
Off play action. Kramer. It's complete to Lockett. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Kramer. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set. Mike 29. Hey, Charlie. Yo, go. You gotta be afraid of me. Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab as they have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just you.
Off the play fake. Starr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ramirez. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Lions 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
64, wait.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Starr fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check back, check back.
Off play action. Kramer. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Kramer. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Second and 4. That's complete. Right side, Driver with it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's third and 2. They run it with Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Switch.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Kramer. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Operating from the gun, Kramer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Kramer. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buccaneers.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Starr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go, 50, 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, box truck. Ready.
Looking to throw. Starr. Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Starr got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramirez. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Starr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tackle. Switch. Switch. Hey, lock it. Watch the ship. Step.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Slam. Hey, Orbit. Big grip.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Got his man, it's driver complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
29 Mike 29. You got nothing to do. You got nothing. Chopper! Yes! 29. I got one. Smoke! Let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And then nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting